Hello everybody, this is Kyle. Welcome back to another video by Dissociadid.
Get out. No, it's not. Good evening, good morning, and good day. And thank you so much for once again choosing to spend a little bit of your time with me. Bugger, I blinked. I was trying not to blink. Oh, I can't be that much of a psycho even if I try. Right. In the news today, satanic ritual abuse cults, devil-worshipping Satanists out to abuse your children and give them DID, and also a bit of casual self-hypnosis with Kyle. But first, and I am very sorry Bobo, I need to show everyone a quick clip.
Yeah, what was your first image of, like what was the first media portrayal of this disorder? Whether it's accurate or not, what was the first kind of image that you guys saw?
Fight Club.
Fight Club, wow.
Mine was actually a documentary about a lady on YouTube, and I must have been like 15, 16, and that was way before I knew about the idea. I wasn't diagnosed, or like it was suggested to me when I was I think 19. So when I saw that, I found it so interesting, and I was like, this is absolutely terrifying. I can't imagine living like that. Can you imagine having that kind of trauma? Because her trauma was like satanic cult abuse. And I remember watching it and thinking, Christ, like that's so interesting, but also, oh my god,
Yeah.
I'm so glad nothing like that ever happened to me.
Grin, grin, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, say no more.
Satanic ritual abuse is a debunked wackadoodle conspiracy theorist that holds as much weight as flat earth conspiracies and anti-vaxxers, completely bizarre, insane nutjob beliefs. It's pretty much what QAnon stems from. It's QAnon, a bunch of insane, deluded conspiracy theorists that believe that there are groups of devil-worshipping Satanists out there
touching your children.
As always with people who share in these sorts of crazy beliefs, they themselves have effectively formed a cult of people that go out of their way to maliciously dox, persecute, harass, and just attack anyone who disagrees with them. I myself, making these videos, am probably putting myself at a lot of risk of being doxed and harassed by these fucking nutjobs. But why am I talking about a 40-year-old debunked conspiracy theory? Because Nin, Dissociadid, is currently raising money for a charity that still promotes this dangerous, malicious belief. Yes, really. First person plural, the charity that Nin is currently working with and Mr. Remy Lacrone works with, who himself was one of the founding believers of this whole SRA, satanic ritual abuse conspiracy theory. Yeah, she's currently raising money for conspiracy theorists, a conspiracy theory that she herself believes in. I always knew she was insane. I didn't realise she was this insane. On First Person Plural's website, they have a resources page where they link to their recommended reading and resources, upon which there's this thing called Ritual Abuse Network Scotland, formerly known as Izzy's Promise, and also Ritual Abuse Information and Networking Support RAINS. This stuff is fucking crazy, man. So, you're gonna have to Google the RAINS list. It's amazing. This charity website, which is supposedly one of the UK's leading and like only specific DID charitable organisations, you know, next to their links of the definition of dissociation, maladaptive dissociation, dissociative experiences, next to these very informative links, they've got things like mind control. So next to links to the Pottergate Centre for Trauma and Dissociation, you literally have links to debunked conspiracy theorist websites and articles. Websites which, if you go on, they start off looking quite professional, but you'll quickly, come across their articles like, what are rituals? And this stuff is creepy and gross, but also just like this weird, twisted horror fiction writing that people should not be suggesting is real. This is fucked. All survivors report that they are thoroughly cleaned and scrubbed before entering the proceedings, and the cleansing is very abusive and intrusive. Often the cleaning includes inner cleansing, such as making sure that the stomach and bowels are empty. The survivor may be told that this cleansing is essential so that their impurities do not tarnish the ritual, but it is probably more to do with making sure that survivors are not able to vomit, etc. during the ritual. Sometimes at the beginning of the event, the survivor is dressed in a robe. Nothing is worn underneath. Survivors report the abusers reading from the group Bible, chanting, swaying and dancing themselves into frenzy. Often the participants of the event, i.e. the abusers, stand in a close semicircle round the altar, and often survivors talk about being placed on the altar where they are then abused, firstly by those people who are officiating, and then by all group members. Survivors talk about the different colours worn by abusers and survivors to indicate their status. Through the colours worn, everyone knows at a glance which position is held and where everyone is in the pecking order. Like, my god, then the Illuminati, Freemasons are a thing, yeah, sure, and they're not out there raping your children. Like, they're not devil worshippers. I mean, the Catholic Church thinks they're devil worshippers and they do try to practice magic, but that's besides the point. The Masons are insane. I still don't think they're out there raping children in massive paedophile rings. Last time a massive paedophile ring was exposed in this country, I don't want to start like a fucking race war here, but it was a bunch of Muslims, and it was disgusting, and it was fucked up. Oh, you want to know who else is in paedophile rings? Dead cunts like Jeffrey Epstein. People like the Clintons. People like Trump. The fucking royal family. They're the real paedophile rings, you dumbass shits. My god. No. These people link to wonderful sources like this, you know, where they talk about human experimentation and MK Ultra and biological, like, what a wonderfully literate looking research source. I mean, this is a fantastic place to get your evidence. The Spider Cat weblog. This is the shit they believe. 2 members of a witches' coven in St. Ives, Cornwall, convicted at Truro Crown Court in December 2012 for their ritualistic, sickening sex abuse of young girls. Now, this is fucked up, right? Because, yeah, there were some paedophiles that were doing this shit, and the words of the court were ritualistic, sickening. They weren't in a witches' coven. That's not what ritualistic means. Oh my fucking god. This video is going to be so hard to follow, and I'm sorry, but I'm still piecing it together, and there is a 2-hour documentary coming. I just needed to get this shit out there. Dr. Joan Coleman's Reigns list. This is the fucking things. Dr. Joan Coleman. Joan Coleman, nutjob, spoke to this woman called HG. Spoke to this woman who had dissociative identity disorder, who told her about a paedophile ring, and off the back of learning about 20 paedophiles, she extended it to hundreds and hundreds of people. I mean, this chick definitely wasn't just trying to start her own cult with all these, like, shorthands and things. No, she wasn't in a cult herself, and there isn't now a cult about this. Like, what the fuck even is this? Darren Jackson, junkie, killed by group, no details. I am sorry if I'm going insane. It's Christmas Eve. I've lost the plot. This was all inspired by a Christmas present to me, which you're going to see in a second. This woman, Joan Coleman, literally wrote a list of people she didn't like this doctor, posts his address and where he lives exactly down to the postcode. Is available to the group for treatment of any members who are excessively beaten, etc. Also does the experimental operations to practice his surgical skills. Some years ago, did bilateral mastectomy and tracheotomy on M. The latter went wrong and caused severe damage to her larynx, for which she had to have a surgical repair job in France. Voice still very husky, last time I heard it. This is their evidence of these satanic ritual abuse cults. These writings by this mad woman, Joan Coleman. This is their evidence. I didn't have to go on a Google deep dive to find this stuff. I was just following the links from First Person Plural's websites. So yay, Dissociatid's now raising money for fucking conspiracy theorists. Oh, right. My god. Now, this next video isn't by me. It's just a Christmas present by a very loving fan, and I am incredibly grateful for this because it made me smile. Just enjoy. It's better than everything I've done so far.
And Hello everybody, this is Kyle. Welcome back to another video by Dissociadid. The more stuff is repeated to you, even if you don't believe it, this is why self-affirmations work, right? Even if you're repeating something that you don't believe, your brain recognises that repetition and will start to believe it. Take time for yourself. Not just take time for yourself, but take time to just be with yourself. Now, stuff I've just said works for anyone, regardless of any mental illnesses, if you even have a mental illness, if you are a system, whether you've got DID, OSDD or not. But if you do have DID or OSDD specifically, what I was saying about spending time with yourself, you also need to make time to communicate with your system, and not just in like your average way. Like I think last week Nin made a video about how to communicate and how to organise and have a productive life with DID or OSDD. That's stuff that you can just do generally, right? You still need to take time to just sit for a minute and look inwards. Not everyone can see their inner worlds, not everyone has communication with like the other alters in their systems at all, but just sit and feel it. Sometimes the emotions and the stress that you hold in your body and stuff like that ain't always coming from you. And if you're too stressed or too distracted by your phone to be paying attention to what your body and your system is telling you, you're going to fall into crisis a lot faster than if you were able to pay attention and pick up those signals. The amount of times as primary protector, when Nina's got stuck out for a couple of days, fronting for a couple of days, the amount of times I've been trying to get messages through to Nin and she's been so overwhelmed with what is going on in this external world, she's just glued to her phone just trying to calm down, that none of my messages are getting through. I cannot contact her, don't matter how loudly I shout. If I can't get through, I can't get through, because her attention, she's blocked me out, right? It doesn't help, as an alter. I mean, all of us are alters, Nin's an alter too, but as a primary protector, it's really frustrating. The host is always just doing what they think is best, like this is difficult for all of us, right? Letting go a little bit and just setting some time aside to just sit, let it open, just sit, listen, try and reach out in your mind. Who's close? Can you tell? What are you feeling right now? Are you sure those feelings are coming from you? Do you feel stressed? Do you feel anxious? Is your heart beating fast? You're holding your shoulders tight? When was the last time you unclenched your jaw? Are you sat stooped over? Roll your shoulders up to the sky. Not all the way round, up to the sky, up to the top. Let them drop. That's some wet ass pussy. Up to the sky, let them drop. You may have just heard my back clicking. Just doing little things like that. Notice what your body is telling you and let your mind be open to receiving messages from your alters. It ain't as easy as that, I know it ain't, and it ain't going to work this way for every system. Just bear it in mind that that's another important reason to be taking time to be with yourself. Reacquaint yourself with who you are. Turn off that social media. No judgment. Nobody's watching you. Social media ain't a real world. No outside influence, no filters, no likes, no comments, no judgment. You're free to just be. Utilise smells like candles or essential oils, because scent is our strongest sense connected to memory. You're going to relate that smell to relaxation. And whenever you smell it, your body's going to relax quicker. You're going to get into that state of mind faster and easier. Turn the lights down. Paint bad art. Allow yourself to simply be. Self-care ain't just about what you're doing physically to look after yourself or what you're doing physically to relax. It's about the state of mind that you're in, the regularity of it. Those repeating messages, like I said, make it a habit. But just going through the motions ain't going to help you. You've got to be in that state where you're as close to feeling safe as you possibly can be. And if you can't feel safe, I mean, it ain't alright, but it's alright. Then you can't put your life on hold. You've got to work towards it. You deserve to work towards it. You deserve to feel better. Don't forget you're a human being and you need to treat yourself like one. You're a person first and foremost. Alright babes, thank you for watching. I hope that this was helpful, reassuring, validating, whatever you needed it to be. I have very much missed my babes. I hope you're all well and we'll see you next time. Lots of love everybody. Bye.
Merry Christmas one and all. I hope you're staying safe. I hope you managed to see your family somehow. Don't get caught up in any conspiracy theorist cult-like beliefs. Not even angry at her anymore. I find it amazing. It's hilarious how many people she is brainwashing with her manipulative, absurdist shit. I know they're all teenagers and children, they actually are, but wow. I get, yeah, she is a bit psycho. Like, she might just go and fake a suicide attempt to get hundreds and thousands of people to send you malicious fucking death threats. That's the sort of thing she's capable of. I'm happy saying that Nin is like 99% like the fucking psychopath. You make her sit the Dark Triad test, honestly. I'd love to see those scores, but she would never do something like that, honestly, because narcissists and psychopaths struggle with that. Anyway, rambling enough for now. Merry Christmas, one and all. Merry Christmas. I'm just... Oh, God. Next year's gonna be fun. And because I'm terrible at social media, Bobo and Evangelina, if you happen to watch this, let's do like a podcast thing together and just bitch for an hour. It'd be hilarious. I promise I won't be quite as insane as I am right now. I blame it on the hair. I need to get some sleep one of these days. Peace. Bye. Gone. Stop. Bye.